Hi, it's the Great Vanzini. I'm back with another quick guitar update. This is my cheap buy. I got it from Guitar Center. This is where you really want to watch and be careful. I thought about taking it back. I got it from Guitar Center used, I think in the Midwest somewhere, but it really had problems. It was rated as not excellent, whatever's right below excellent. Now I can't remember it. How they rate their guitars. Very good, maybe very good. And when I got it, I looked at it and said, this is not a very good condition guitar. It is at best fair condition, maybe good. It needed the bridge was pretty screwy. The neck, the truss rod needed an adjustment. It had what appeared to be the original strings on it. And because I like doing little jazzy things, I use a lighter weight flat wound, 11 gauge flat wound strings. It had a little fret sprout, and so I took care of that. Yeah, it's actually really nice now. There's really no fret sprout at all there. And I don't remember what else. Oh, whoever owned it before just left the strings on it, and it was like the original strings, and it was like cowboy strings, you know, and there's even a little bit of rust on one of the strings. So it was the original strings and the person traded it. And the neat thing about Guitar Center is that if you don't like it, supposedly you can just take it back to your local store. You don't have to ship it back. You can take it back to your local store. Did I tell you what this is? This is an Ibanez AK 80. So I thought about that. But on the other hand, it was $250 with a hard shell case. The hard shell case was not the right, it was an acoustic case, and they had all sorts of stuff stuffed in there to make it fit. So I thought about it, and I thought for $250, it's once I got it set up, it plays pretty good. It's not too bad at all. I need to get a new bridge. The guy who owned it before didn't like where the E string was. He wanted it closer, I think. Let me look now. I don't remember. He wanted it further away. He wanted it further away. And so he took, it looks like he took a file and made a 7th groove in the bridge and placed the E string. And the E string, you couldn't, was just, if you did any little bend on the high E, it just came off the neck. So you had to learn how to, I had to learn how to bend up, how to gretch like that. And I finally realized that, and that he had put the groove in, you know, 1/8 of an inch south of where it should, where the first groove. So it's got 7 grooves in it instead of 6. So I just need to buy a new bridge that's a little better quality, and although this one's working okay. And so anyway, I put the E string back in its proper slot, and the bridge was shifted south a little bit too, so that high E just, I can't even do it now because if I would bend it, it would come off. Anyway, it's not a bad sounding guitar now. It's got great controls, oddly enough, and I don't know, I've had many Ibanez's. Stop that. I've had many Ibanez's, and sometimes the controls aren't that good. This really, actually, you can blend the 2 pickups together if you so desire. It had built-in fuzz in the, not plugged in. It had distortion and buzz. And when I first got it, I tightened up quite often on these, people like to take the pick guard off. And so I got it, and the screws were loose. I tightened them up, and that seemed to get rid of the buzz, and then all of a sudden it was back. And I couldn't figure out what had happened, and what happened was I missed one of the screws, and it was just, I think it was this one back here, and it was just causing a little flutter in there, and when I play it acoustically, it would just buzz. Something terrible. It's kind of cool. It's like built-in overdrive. It's an Ibanez AK 80, nothing special, $250 with a hard shell case, and once I set it up and put new strings on it, took care of it, it plays really well, and now instead of thinking I got kind of like didn't get a very good deal, now I kind of feel like I got a good deal. It's a cool guitar. I like it. I like it. It actually plays pretty well now. I've got a few others. I can never remember which one this is. This is the Florentine cut. I like those better than the, what's the other one? I don't remember. Florentine. The other one's a Venetian, the rounded one. I like the Florentine. Boy, I hope I have those right. I may have them wrong. Cool. I don't have any of the specs on it. I don't know anything about it. I know it's 24 3/4, and it's got the Ibanez humbuckers. I've had a lot of these type of Ibanezes, and they're, you know, brand new. The AF, I forget the number on it. I want to say AF 70. They're like 350, 400 new. And you put, if you want to do jazzy stuff, you put some flat wound strings on it. I used to play 12 flat wounds, and I know some jazz guys. Think about that. Some of those jazz guys play 13s, flat wounds, and they're not tuned down a half a step. You know, so when we talk about somebody using heavy gauge strings and tuning down a half step, those jazz guys are tough. You know, they're a tough bunch. So anyway, that's it for an Ibanez AK-80. I don't know that they make this model anymore. They do make under $1,000. They make a George Benson model that looks really nice. Although I think it has a floating pickup. I prefer set pickups. Floating pickups give a more of an acoustical tone. And that's great for people that want it. I like that old style jazz. That deep resonant sort of sound. That's enough of that. So anyway, Ibanez AK-80. I hope everybody had fun at NAMM. I'm sure enjoying watching everybody's videos. Ben Coombs did a couple videos. I think he's got more coming. Tone King. I'm hoping Steve from Boston gets some out here pretty soon. I'm forgetting somebody. I know that. But I'm watching any number of videos from a lot of good folks from NAMM, and there's a lot of cool stuff. I thought, you know, I'm not much of an Epiphone person. I've complained about their quality control for years and years and years. And it looks like they're stepping up their game, and I hope that's true, although they appear to have gotten rid of all their hollow bodies, their true hollow bodies. I don't see that on their website. So I hope they do come out. They still have a Wildcat, which is sort of a semi-hollow. I hope they, I guess it's a new version of the Wildcat. So I'm hoping they continue to step up their game and come out with some stuff. And wow, we been eating Cheetos while playing or something. So anyway, look around at used websites if you're interested in buying something like this used, and you can get them sometimes dirt cheap. My main concern on this one was that there was going to be lots of fretware, and there's no fretware at all. Whoever owned it didn't play it that much. They had cowboy strings on it, and I'm guessing they strummed it off and on once in a while. So, if you would like, down below there's a little thumb. Give a thumbs up, but there's also a thumbs down. Feel free to do that one too. And click on subscribe if you want. I think you have to be you have to have the free membership or paid membership, either one, to YouTube. But you can subscribe to the channel also. I'm subscribing to a lot of other people. I'm even subscribing to people that play metal, and I don't know much about metal, but I find it interesting. So, and there's some good people doing some good videos on that. And I'll mention them later. I know Metalhead Hippie and Gary. I'll have to look Gary's handle up for his YouTube channel, or put it down below maybe. So, way down the road I'll have probably some links to other videos on jazz boxes up here somewhere. Because I do have a few other ones. Jazz boxes and kind of rockabilly hollow bodies. Those have the Bigsby's. So, until we see you, until next time, see you later.